latest on Cyclone Idai, which made landfall at 12:35 a.m. Mozambique time this morning as a Category 3 storm. It's still a Category 2 with winds of 105 miles per hour and a pressure of 966 millibars as of 5 a.m. local time. It is still strong on the CDPS scale. Rainfall will increasingly become the dominant risk from this storm. It is still a Stage 6 catastrophic on the CDPS scale. Here's its current location presented on the map with its wind field. It is 19.5 south, 34.6 degrees east. And this is the latest at 5 a.m. as stated. It's moved inland, will continue to move inland, 25 miles northwest of Beira now, 2 miles from Mozambique, 25 from Lamego, 83 from Chimoio, and 263 from Harare in Zimbabwe. All of those areas could receive tropical storm conditions in the next 48 hours as the storm continues to push inland. We're no longer expecting it to weaken as quickly as we first thought. It could still be a tropical storm with winds of 100 kilometers per hour by the time it reaches the Zimbabwe border. This is what the GFS model is showing. Movement towards the west-northwest, which is currently underway. That will continue into the weekend. The storm will quickly become very disorganized. The rainfall from the storm, however, will persist for several days after the fact, and that will continue to cause disastrous results in Mozambique, Zimbabwe, and southern Malawi. Information is sketchy out of the area at this moment, but at least 71 were killed in the precursor to this storm, and it's feared many more will be on that number by the end of this event. Sea surface temperatures aren't really relevant anymore since the storm has moved inland, but there it is for show at least, 27 degrees Celsius out in the Mozambique Channel. Here's another look at the wind profile of the storm. As you can see, it will dissolve very quickly. As I said, not quite as quickly as we first thought, but still fairly quickly. It will be gone in about 36 hours, but in the meantime it will be moving, maybe accelerating a little bit towards Zimbabwe, and tropical storm conditions could be felt there tonight, into tomorrow, and towards tomorrow night in Zimbabwe itself. No threat that the storm will move back out over waters. It's going to die inland pretty soon. Chances of tropical storm force winds look like this. 40% still at Quelimane, which is now on the backside of the storm, and so is Beira, but it will still be receiving hurricane force winds probably. Other places are now upwards in those percentage chances. As you can see, the models jumping the gun with that weakening, the JTWC having it much more slowly weakening there, represented by that grey line. Wind shear remains low. All of these factors are becoming less important now that the storm has moved inland. It's going to be a general decay. No storm can survive inland for very long. The HWRF even takes it beyond Zimbabwe there into Zambia later on in the week, next week. This is how the storm has been looking in the last few hours. This is a 12-hour loop. You can see how it made its landfall very close to Beira. Beira itself was in the eye. The storm passed probably within 5 miles to its north and is continuing to move inland now. The eye, this is what we usually see when a storm makes landfall. The eye is shriveling up and will pretty soon completely disappear, and the storm itself is also shrinking as it moves further inland. It's continuing to go, it will continue to be a rainmaker, and a devastating one at that. You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.com. You can also find our YouTube channel. If you're not there already, you may well be. Good chance of that. Subscribe if you haven't. You can also find our Facebook page, search Force 13 all in text, and our Twitter handle, it's @Force13 on there. You can also help the project become even better by becoming a patron. You can see more information about all the benefits involved by visiting patreon.com/Force13. Of course, you can come into direct contact with us by messaging Fool13 on Discord at extension 9094 and Force13 on Skype. And our partners are also doing updates, Mateo e Cyclone Maurice on Facebook.